All right, Peter. So before I fire some questions at you, I just wanted to recap. How long have we been working together? Is it over 5 years now at this point?
It feels like fun.
Was
Feels like
it
15
at
years.
least pandemic, right? So 2020. Yeah, right. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'll take it as a a good thing. Let's
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
5, maybe 5
Okay.
even.
Let's call it five even. Yeah, at least pandemic, I'd say, right? All right. So I appreciate you taking the time for this. Just if you would give me a quick intro about yourself and your background.
Sure. Peter Littman, live in New York City. I'm a sports agent. Been working with Ian for about 5 years now. You know, always been athletic, and played sports. But after college, I wanted to be able to be the best version of myself because the things that I've eaten, the ways I've working out, like took a toll on my body in different ways post graduation. So that's what led me to, meet Ian and take control of, my body in different ways because what I ate and drank in college took a toll on me post graduation and wanted to make sure that, I was eating, working out right, and recovering post some injuries as well. And Ian has been able to help me out since.
Well said. Well said. Quick question before we move on. Is being a sports agent as cool as it sounds?
Um, Yes and no. Starting off early on in your career, you want to, be the hardest working person in the room, but also at the same
Absolutely.
times it comes with, different perks but you also got to be up late at night and first person to take the calls and whatnot. But it's cool to be able to be friends with players and people that, you idolize on TV. It's cool to have those
Yeah,
relationships.
absolutely. Yeah. Were
Yeah.
you starstruck at all?
I think in the beginning, but then you get used to it the more hang out with these guys. But it's definitely been a cool experience.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome, man. I always envision Ari Gold, from Entourage. I
That's what
always
everybody
that's
says.
the picture I have in my head.
Yeah, no,
Classic
that's
character.
that's the dream, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, my next question you kind of covered, which is why did you join? So, what results have you had so far within the program?
For me specifically, I was coming off a really painful back injury and I, didn't really know what workouts were good or bad for me. And on top of that, techniques and how to do those workouts. And my goal was to be able to continue weightlifting, but do it in ways where I wasn't loading my spine. And I was being smart about how to build muscle in my core. And how to gain more flexibility in my hips, right? And there were just a tons of workouts that I was told not to do by Ian, and a bunch of workouts that I was told to do because of Ian. Because of that, I was able to gain strength in my core, build muscles within my core as well to help take off some pain in my spine. And then on top of that too, that doesn't even get into like the nutritional aspect that Ian and his team provides, learning about what I should and shouldn't be eating, to also help with my nutrition goals as well. So hope that answers your question.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you. It's been a pleasure all 5 years, buddy. And all right, last question. So, what would you say to somebody on the fence about joining my program?
I would say just do it. Like every day, that goes by, you got to give yourself an opportunity to um, start over. Do the question one more time.
Sure. So, last question would be, what would you say to someone who's on the fence about joining my program?
I would say, um, just do it. Ask the question one more time.
Sure, sure.
What's the reason to do the program? I would say, what would I say?
You can think
I don't
about it for a minute.
know.
I can snip this out. Don't worry. So, yeah, like if somebody's like hesitant about this program itself, like think about maybe words of encouragement, right? Just it doesn't have to be a long monologue. You can just say, "The just do it's great. That part's great."
Huh? Yeah, but
Yeah, you can just circle back to that. Maybe how thankful you are that you started, and sometimes starting is the hardest part. That type of deal.
all right, go for it.
Cool. All right. And last question would be, what would you say to someone who's on the fence about joining my program?
Yeah, I mean, I would say starting the workout or nutrition, and trying to achieve those goals you have is tough. But when you could trust the person and the team that you're working with, like Ian and his group, it's easy once you get to know the person that you're dealing with. And in my case, um, Ian and his team were super personable. They came prepared with ideas on how to better myself post injury and my nutrition and athletic goals as well. And once you get over that little hump of this is the person you're going to be working with, and these are the goals they set for you, it all came very, very easy to continue working with the group as well. So I would continue to, just take the jump and do it.
Awesome. Peter, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. It's been a pleasure working with you all these years, and I look forward to the years to come.
Well, I appreciate your help, man. Thanks for all you do for me.
Of course.